beautiful Sagittarians, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with a little bonus reading for the new moon. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details, and I will also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Sagittarians, this is a little bonus reading for the new moon. Now, the new moon will occur in your sign. So that's going to be on the 23rd or 24th of November, depending on where you are in the world at the moment. It is a very positive moon. It brings benevolent energy. I wish I'd said it before I actually saw what card this is, but in the water before I was doing a reading, I was doing a meditation, I do a bit of scrying, and they showed me a key and a padlock. Okay, a key and a padlock, and the first card you got is key. I mean, I can't call it because of course the card has come out now, so and I did write it down over there, so you know, maybe throughout the reading I'll go and get the piece of paper where I wrote down key and padlock, but a key and a padlock is going to be very important for you, but we will decode the energy as we go out through the reading. Now, as I was saying, that this is a very positive moon. It brings benevolent energy. It actually coincides with Jupiter going direct. Now, Jupiter is the planet of good luck, good fortune, and expansion. So if you've been feeling lately that your luck is not flowing, or if you've been feeling a little bit stuck in a rut, this is a moon cycle that will change all that, okay? So expect more opportunity, expect things to be going in the right direction. Now, being in your sign Sagittarius, you will be heavily influenced to broaden your horizons, seek adventures, pick up hobbies, both new and old. You may be returning to things that you really enjoyed doing. And also you may feel compelled to book travel or make bold strides in your personal development and your career or financially. This is a time of pushing boundaries, re-energizing yourself and reconnecting to things that you want to achieve, or, you know, reconnecting to your target, shall we say, because right now they're showing me a bow and arrow and, you know, it's like target practice. You know, like a bullseye type thing they're showing me in the water. So either you've literally taken up archery, or perhaps you are feeling like you need to get back on track with something. This new moon will actually energize you and revitalize your spirits to do that. Now, excuse me, if you have been going through a very turbulent time, this energy will dissipate. You're aligning with a calmer energy. And if you've been hurt in the past, doesn't matter how far away or how long ago it has been, but if you have been hurt in the past, we do have a perfect connection between Mercury, Venus, and Chiron to bring healing. So I also want you to remember that Uranus is still very active during this period. So expect sudden changes, turnarounds, you know, U-turns, people going back on their word. Also world events where suddenly they promise something or they enact something and then they take it away. So expect a lot of that going on. I mean, you've got the Tower and the Wheel of Fortune in your energy field for this new moon. So expect the unexpected, both in a good and surprising kind of way. If you know my readings, you'll know that the Tower and the Wheel of Fortune show up together most of the time because both cards mean a shock. The Wheel of Fortune energy is like a turning point where you may have been in a cycle and now it is time to embrace change for the positive. And the Tower indicates a surprising change in your circumstances because you may have been feeling a little bit stuck. So it is time to take a leap of faith in some area of your life. Thanks so much, Spirit guys. Oh, wow, there's quite a few cards there for you. So let's see what else is happening here. Six of Cups, Nine of Swords, Two of Swords. Okay, so your first card here is the Key, of course. Now, you are going to be governed by your first house of identity, self-image. Some of you may be feeling a little bit compelled to change your hair or, add things to your wardrobe, buy yourself new things, or even just revamp the way that you look or you express yourself through the way you look. That's only because your first house of identity is actually influencing you at this time. But it's also about valuing who you are and how people approach you, how people value you in your life as well. Now, the first card, the Key, of course, this is you searching for answers. A lot of you may be like asking the bigger philosophical questions over this new moon period. You may be feeling a little bit more sensitive than usual, also because you do have the moon in your chart as the protagonist energy. I would say expect mood swings because you're feeling a little bit sensitive, of course. Now, sometimes we're all human, we all get mood swings from time to time. It is about acknowledging how you feel in each moment, that every emotion has a purpose for you to engage with so you can almost gauge how you're feeling. Really check in with your gut instinct. I feel like your gut area as well may be a little bit sensitive as well, so just watch out for spicy foods and things like that. I mean, they're wonderful. I love spicy foods, and you may also love spicy foods as well, but during this period, for some reason, there may be a little bit of acid reflux, things like that, indigestion. I would say if it goes on for a long time, of course, I mean, I'm not medically trained, but if you're worried about it, go check it out. But I feel like there may have been a period of anxiety, or this spicy food, it's just been triggered. Okay, so I'll just leave it like that. Now, the Key is about unlocking answers, sudden revelations, sudden realizations, breaking out of feeling stuck in that rut, finding a solution to anywhere you feel you're stuck. It's a moment of revelation. You've got the Sun card here as well. So I feel this sort of deep quest, this spiritual journey for something other, something deeper. Okay, that will be in your friendships as well as your connections with your counterpart if you're in a relationship, or with your family. You're seeking deeper connections, but also you're being really honest with yourself, okay? In terms of looking at people that are energy vampires who may, come into your life and just take, whether it's your time, your energy, your money, whatever it is. I feel like you're not doing that anymore. You're really unlocking a new future. There's a positive outcome here. So sudden revelations also about your true prosperity path, your soul path, your calling, because the Key often unlocks answers to do with our soul path. So you may have been feeling a little bit like uncertain, or you may have been asking the bigger questions like, is there more to life than this? What is my true purpose? What is my soul mission? I feel like you're starting to learn or understand your place in your life. And I feel like also you're looking at areas where there's something here that you do, my beautiful Sagittarians. You're getting really good at it, whatever it is. And I feel you're going to notice that actually you're totally bossing up in that area. And I feel like you're going to be appreciated. Someone is going to give you a message of appreciation for all that you do. And it could be that you're a really good friend because you've got the dog there, okay, which represents loyalty. You would do anything for the people you care about. And whilst that is a wonderful trait for you to have, remember, my beautiful Sagittarians, you need to give yourself a rest, okay? You also need to do something for you. We've got a 10 of Wands here, so you may have been feeling a little bit burnt out. If you've been feeling like low energy, you've been feeling that, you want to, like, when the alarm goes off, you're like, oh, I'm so exhausted, I just want to sleep, have a duvet day, or you're eating bad foods, craving bad foods, and feeling really heavy in your energy, it can be down to you feeling really overwhelmed, overburdened, and having a lot of responsibility. It's almost like you're always on the go. You're trying to do everything, not just for yourself, but for everybody else as well. And you just may feel like life is just speeding on by and you've got no time for yourself. The universe and your guides during this new moon, because it's all about you, my beautiful Sagittarius, because this moon is in your sign, they're saying slow down. You don't have to rush. Take your time. Okay, and just recognize that you are a gift in so many people's lives, not just in your workspace if you work, or in your family, but to the people, new people that you meet. You are a joy to be with. You have a lot of exciting energy, and also you have a lot of wisdom. Okay, I feel because this is the protagonist energy, I feel like you're going on a period of self-development, and you actually learn something new about yourself. over this new moon period. I feel like you're learning that you have deeper psychic skills or deeper spiritual skills than you have given yourself credit for. So you may have moments of flashes of, knowingness, sudden insight or sudden inspiration to a new idea. I feel also you reconnect to your faith or to whatever source you celebrate. Now, this reading is not about religion, but I feel in order to gain more insight and answers, your guides are saying take moments of silence. I do apologize. I've got a bit of a frog in my throat at the minute. Excuse me. Ha, thank you so much. I'm sure grateful. My guides just said you have a frog on your tea as well. And they are right, of course. Sometimes spirit can be very, very funny. But yeah, I've got a little bit of a croaky throat. I'm feeling so much better, but maybe it's dairy. I don't know. Anyway, we've got the Sun card here. Now, this is an energy of warmth. This is an energy of clarity, and I feel like you becoming fully aware of a positive outcome. I feel like you're raising your vibrations to be positive so you can attract the positive, but you may have been swinging back and forth. One moment you've been feeling like elated and on top of the world, and then we've got the moon there as well. So you're looking at the shadow self, looking at fears, really seeking answers about your path. Now, the moon often has a pathway that leads through the mountains. So if you've been having difficulty, they're indicating here that you will unlock some answers about your path, your personal development, and it will lead the way to overcome that obstacle or that challenge that you've been experiencing. They want you to be aware that you are highly intuitive, that you actually have a lot of instinctual ideas, instincts about people. You're really good at seeing the subtext or knowing the subtext, the undercurrent of an exchange between humans or your surroundings. So really trust your intuition. I feel like you'll be developing your intuition a little bit further as we move throughout this new moon period as well. And the High Priestess, the High Priestess indicates, personal self-development, of course, maybe feeling a little bit withdrawn during your birthday month. I feel like, first of all, happy birthday to all those Saggies who'll have a birthday round about that new moon. And of course, all the Saggies who have birthday to come after that, okay? The High Priestess is an interesting one because it's about having faith that the universe has your back, that knowingness, okay? And I feel like you're trying to be really positive, even though you've got bigger questions and you're seeking answers to conundrums in your life. You're also trying to trust that the universe will point you in the right direction, that suddenly the way will become clear. Now, the High Priestess is all about wisdom. So I feel like you're learning more about yourself, but I feel like you're in a period, and this is going to be a period that lasts for a couple of months, they're telling me, a period of knowledge, wisdom. Now, this could be that some of you are learning something in your life, as in you may be at college or you put yourself in a course of learning, and you're not researching just the texts that people are giving you. For example, I feel like you're going off and investigating other areas because you're excited about it, but also you don't want to just learn things that you're given because you're always concerned about what is it they're not showing me? What is it, what's the other text that nobody's talking about? I want to learn about that. So I see you actually branching off and discovering texts or information that is not readily seen by the public. That's what I'm picking up there as well. But this new moon period is going to throw up a lot of questions for you. And I feel they really we've got the letter there, correspondence. You may suddenly get a message from somebody that you cut out of your life or you felt they really stressed you out, okay? I'm going to pull a card on this because I'm not sure how welcome this message is. I'm not saying it's from an ex, but I get this sudden, resurgence of someone in your life. Let me just clarify that before I move forward, because we've got the Fool card, the Ten of Wands, and the Tower. Like shocking, it may stress you out a little bit, and you're like, you know what, I'm leaving that behind. But it may remind you of when you were younger, okay? We've got the Knight of Wands. Now, Knight of Wands, if I was reading a love reading right now, the Knight of Wands is someone who comes in and out of your life, okay? Could be a player energy, but it could also be someone who really inspires you. As I said, it's not going to be Doesn't have to be an ex, but the Knight of Wands is about being determined for a new adventure. So even if the past comes calling, my beautiful Sagittarians, I feel like you've closed that door and you're not answering the doorbell to the past. That's really what I'm getting here. I'm like, I get this energy of, oh, is that the past calling? Sorry, I'm not home right now. Don't even leave a message and be on your way. Thank you very much. That's what I'm really getting with this card. Okay, so I feel like you are having the courage to move on from situations that cause you a lot of stress or are energy vampires, that sort of energy. Now with this, I'm also getting that there is some sort of message or offering being given to you by the universe. It is actually a gift, because they give me the word gift, gift, gift over and over and over in the water. Some of you may actually rediscover correspondence from somebody from the past and be reading what this person has to say about you. And I feel through those words, you're going to realize how important you were in this person's life, or how important you are in this person's life, and that you are actually a gift. They want you to be aware of that. I feel like, of course, you're going to have a lot of correspondence for your birthday month, but I get that you are going to rediscover something from your past. Not just that someone from your past is going to reach out, but you're going to rediscover some sort of letter or correspondence. I mean, you could be like cleaning out the loft or something like that, and like suddenly you come across an old set of letters between you and a pen friend, or you and you know, a romantic interest, and you're like, wow, this person really like loved me or really cared. They're actually highlighting, your guides are highlighting, listen to the words that are in that correspondence, because you are a beautiful soul with a beautiful heart and have value in people's lives. You are a gift. They keep giving it to me. You are a gift. So they want you to be aware of that. Okay. Now also, I'm just seeing if there's any more with this. Now, I do feel like some of you may actually be dealing with documents or contracts this month, and you may have been like, oh, I really don't want to do that. Okay, so for example, if you need to renew your passport, or you need to renew documents, or you need to, the date may be coming up to expiry, and they're indicating check, because you don't want it to run out and like it's suddenly you need it. Okay, it may be, they're just showing me, make sure you've got all your documents and your things up to date or within date, because you don't want to run out and it will like surprise you, upset you. So if you've got to pay a bill, for example, by a certain date, make sure it's paid. Or if you want to travel, make sure your passport's in date, because they're just giving me that. Okay, and that obviously is connecting to somebody there. It's a gentle reminder they're giving me. It's not going to resonate for everyone, of course, but they're just giving me a gentle reminder. Now we've got the Tower. It's in the resistance position, so it's like it's in the reverse. So they're indicating a reluctance to take some sort of leap of faith or launch something in your life. You are avoiding it. There's something here that you are avoiding, but they're indicating with the new moon, you can't avoid this. So even if it is feelings of things not working out for you in certain areas of your life, or you're feeling lack of confidence, or feeling shy, and you've been avoiding going out and having fun and all of those things, they're indicating that the new moon energy will actually inspire you to break free from anything that's been holding you back. Because the Tower is like a release. It's a liberation from any area you feel stuck. You're breaking things down in order to rebuild in a stronger manner. And, you know, when you look at the two figures there, they have to take a leap of faith, because something's become so uncomfortable in their life, but the only option is to jump, to take that leap of faith. Okay, so I feel here something you've been resisting for a while. There's going to be an opportunity for you to take that leap of faith. It's covered by the Fool card, which is the card of new adventures. So I feel this new moon actually opens you up to a lot of potential, whether it's in your career, whether it's in going on an adventure itself. This is a card of beginning something and embracing your playful kind of spirit. You may have felt like there was a lot of responsibility on your shoulders. You may have felt that there's been this energy where you feel like you're just doing the same old thing, just a different day. You've been becoming in a cycle and you just wanted to break free. But the Tower indicates if you don't choose to liberate yourself from this situation, we will encourage you first and then force you after. So by not making a decision is also making a decision. Okay, so if you're sitting back on something thinking, I don't really want to connect to that, or I'll avoid it, I'll do it tomorrow, and tomorrow never comes, it will come to it will reach a climax, is what they're giving me. Sorry, the way they're giving it to me at the moment, they were trying to find a word for climax. So I have to wait for the exact word that they give me, okay? So it will come to a climax. And then you're forced into a position where you have to do something about it. So watch out for that. I mean, for example, it could be, because they want me to give you an example. So for example, you may be meaning to change your diet because you know that perhaps you've been feeling a bit low and you are eating the wrong foods, for example, and you may have allergies or intolerances to food, or you may be eating too much sugar, and it is detrimental to your health. Your body will let you know. So that it's like your body is going to force you into readdressing your diet, for example. So I feel like it's something in your life that you've been avoiding, or it's coming to a climax over the new moon period, and you're going to open yourself up to a new way of doing something, or a new way of living. Or, for example, it could be your work. So if you have been giving a lot of energy to your work and you've not been taking any breaks, and you've overburdened yourself, overstretched yourself, and overcommitted yourself to people, or there's an opportunity for you to take a step back and rejuvenate your energy, recharge your batteries. And if you don't do it, you're going to burn yourself out. So they're indicating you have to take stock and realize what is necessary, okay? Now the Fool card also indicates if you have not been having fun as much as you'd hoped, my beautiful Sagittarians, or you've not been having adventures, they're indicating here that whilst you may have felt very cynical recently or scattered in your energy, you're going to find this new joie de vivre. Suddenly you're going to be like, you know what, I want to go places. You may have been off grid or withdrawn for a bit, and you may have been really asking bigger questions as to what is happening in life or what's your next step. Suddenly you know what to do. Suddenly you're headed in the right direction. The Fool card is a card of, taking the first step and letting the universe know that you have, the universe will let you know that it has your back, but you're beginning something. Especially since we got a 10 of Wands, something is ending, and it may end suddenly. So something is ending, but you're starting anew. So it's like something is taken away in order to replace it with something greater, something better, because the Tower is just that. Suddenly there is a major change in your life. It may surprise you, it may shock you, but it is a breaking down, a liberation of a situation that has gone on long enough. Too long. The universe wants change. So therefore, you are going to have change. Now, as you can see, the Fool card, it's in this position, so it's like this. Okay? So it just feels like nothing new has been happening in your world, then suddenly there's change. The 10 of Wands is a card of burning away the excess, things that we don't need. If we've overcommitted ourselves, we have to accept that sometimes perhaps we don't like to let people down. And whilst that is a wonderful trait, it is a lot of pressure. You can't please everybody all of the time. And if you try to, the one person that you will end up never pleasing is yourself. So they want you to be aware of that. It's not selfish to take a step back and take some time for you. So they really want you to be aware of that. Also, the 10 of Wands is a card of, saying goodbye to emotions or relationships or situations that just don't belong in your life anymore. This is, if you've been struggling on something as well, they're indicating you're freeing yourself up. Now, don't shoot the messenger when I say this, my beautiful Sagittarians, because I don't normally think Sagittarians are like this, but they're just giving this to me. Perhaps this is the energy you've been feeling recently. Your guides are saying, lighten up a little bit. Have a little bit of fun. Give yourself permission, okay? I don't know whose energy is coming through, but that's the way they're talking. Lighten up a bit. Have some fun. Give yourself permission. That's what I'm getting, okay? So this could be someone that you know in spirit who talks like that. It doesn't have to be, but I feel like it's a gentle reminder that the journey, whilst it is difficult, life in general, there are ups and downs, we must find enjoyment as much as possible in the everyday, as long as, of course, that we're not hurting others, okay? Now, they are indicating what a beautiful, loyal friend you are, okay? But the way they're giving me this, because the dog in the Lenormand deck is basically, it connects to friendships. So I feel a lot of you, there's going to be friends who reach out to you that you haven't seen for a while. you're someone to be trusted, you know, you're dependable. Also, this is a card of, you know, protection. You give protection and loyalty to friends and they give it back. So you may be looking at it, reciprocal exchanges. But the way they're giving me this energy with this dog card is that you may be digging a little bit deeper on something. So either you're trying to launch like a new career or a new business, or, you know, you've hit a glass ceiling in some area of your life. It doesn't have to be business or career. That's not the be all and end all. But it can mean that you've hit a plateau in some area of your life and you're like, you want to push the boundary. You want to go beyond. You want to see what you're capable of. And I feel like you're going to do a little bit of research, a little bit of digging, and you're going to unlock a lot of answers as we move throughout this new moon period. Pay close attention to your dreams. They are going to be very valuable to you. And I mean dreams in the sleeping world, okay? You're going to get, it's almost like you're going to get some answers that you seek throughout your dreams, but also you're going to have prophetic moments where you either dream of a situation or a person or some information. It's going to come through to you in a dream that is almost like prophetic. And it's positive. I just want you to be aware it's positive, okay? There's number 18 on the dog, which means something you're uncertain about or something you're confused about or even nervous or doubt. You actually dig a little bit deeper and you find that it's actually perfect for you, okay? It's like you find the answer that is perfect for you, that helps you. Also, if you need a favor from a friend, I feel like there's someone coming to give you a gift. I mean, it's your birthday month, I get it, and you're going to get a gift. But I mean, I just get this energy of someone showing you that they care about you. Okay, there's a lot of loyalty with this person. I mean, there's more than one, but I'm picking up on one very strong person who really just thinks the world of you. Okay. Now, also, and this is not going to resonate for everyone, but there may be a surprise pet in your life. Okay, now this could be given as a gift, doesn't have to be, but it could be that suddenly a surprise animal shows up outside your door. Could be, because I get this visitor energy coming through. So it could be that suddenly a cat, you know, visiting cat in the neighborhood shows up and pays you a little bit extra attention this month, keeps returning. Could be a bird, could be a dog, you know. If it's off the lead, that might be a little bit concerning if it's coming to your house. But it's a really positive energy. It's really like beautiful moment between you and an animal. Okay, so yeah, that's popping up there as well. Wheel of Fortune, a cycle of change for you, but you are going to embrace all the possibilities that are on offer here. This is a card of, I feel like it's going to be a bit of a random month for you. I would say definitely expect the unexpected, but I also get this energy of you thinking about your destiny and it working out way better than you even thought. You know, you've got an idea, an expectation of what you want to happen. Well, then times it by 10, because I feel like this is a very lucky time for you, especially since Jupiter is going direct in your birthday month, but also in your new moon energy. So I feel with the Wheel of Fortune, your destiny becomes very clear to you. Yes, life is all about ups and downs, but I feel like there's going to be serendipitous moments, fortuitous energy, divine timing, sudden things working out in your favor. Suddenly, there's a lucky break in your life. You know, you may see it in little areas of your life at first they want you to know. So it may be that, you know, you're running for the bus and you think, oh, I'm going to miss that bus. And it just starts to drive off, but it actually stops and lets you on. It can mean that, you know, you were late for a meeting and you're trying to get there really quickly. But then when you get there, you find out that actually it's been delayed by 20 minutes and no one notices that you're late. There's going to be little moments where you're like, oh, thanks, universe. That's great. You got my back. Watch out for those, okay? This is going to be throughout the whole month into January for you. That's what they're showing me. Okay, so Wheel of Fortune, some really good fortune and success. And it may take you all by surprise. But I definitely see a new start happening for you, something that you have been either putting off or afraid to start, or you've been avoiding. There is change. You may feel reluctant, but it's happening. And it's actually, there's going to be some sort of correspondence. It actually works out so much in your favor. It may feel uncomfortable at first because you've got the Tower energy there, but you'll see that something that surprises you turns out to be better than you imagined, okay? Now we've also got Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles says you're going to be very productive, a lot of multitasking, but they're also indicating with these changes comes a lot of possibilities, a lot of choices. And I feel like you're going to be having two options here for you. Second streams of income I see as well. But something is ending. Now this could be the way that you work, could be the way that you conduct yourself, or you're just wanting a change. And I feel like you're going to seek out all possibilities before you actually make that change, okay? The Two of Pentacles, they said you're in the rhythm, you're in the flow. Remain flexible in these changes, and you will have options that benefit you far more than if you try to control the situation. They want you to be aware of that as well. They just gave me the word consulting. Consulting. So either you're becoming a consultant or you're consulting, like, I don't know, it's a Two of Pentacles, a financial advisor or something like that. I feel like you are in a protective mode financially as well. So I feel like you're safeguarding yourself and putting yourself in a really good position to weather any changes. Two of Swords, though, is use your intuition. There's indecisiveness. Now, when you get a Two of Swords, remember, if you're feeling stuck, the Tower is coming to release you from that energy. And if you don't make a choice, a definitive choice yourself, the universe will make it for you, okay? Sometimes it can feel a little bit uncomfortable when we feel things are completely out of our control. The Two of Swords indicates stalemate energy, but it gives you an opportunity to take a step back and really think about your options. Make time, make space for silence so that the perfect answer will come to you in the right moment. Two of Swords, normally she's blindfolded, which means she actually uses her intuition. Her other senses become alive and more vibrant. So I feel if there's something you're wrestling with, or you have really big decisions to make about a certain area of your life, trust that the answers will come to you. Now we've also got a Nine of Swords, something you're worried about. They're also indicating here that you need to get better sleep, okay? Burning the candle at both ends. It's important that you get better sleep. So if you've been working really hard and then you're literally like flopping into bed and then just getting up and doing it all over again, they're indicating that's going to stagnate your energy and you're just going to not have the energy you need for this new start. And there is a wonderful sort of new start available to you here in some area of your life. And they're saying power up, good exercise routines, good sleeping patterns, good, healthy eating patterns. So the Nine of Swords, I'm going to pull a quick card on that because the Nine of Swords is also the way you talk to yourself. It's like sometimes we have to notice the inner narrative. And what I mean by that is sometimes we feel we're not good enough. So we start to allow those thoughts to build fear or knock our confidence. They want you to have faith that everything is working out in your favor. And actually, people do appreciate you. There may be a situation where there's three of you or a group of you, and you feel you're collaborating on something, but you may feel that in some way you're not as confident as the other people, or you may feel sometimes the way that they talk to you or the way that they discuss things that you may feel like you're on the outside looking in. But they were indicating that these people, they actually talk behind your back and how impressed they are with you, how they actually respect what you bring to the table. They see you as an integral person in this team. People actually talk about you behind your back and how good you are, what you do. Also with this card, I'm getting something you're planning or something you are trying to create because you're very gifted, a project or something, some sort of new idea, whatever it is, know that it will work out the way you hoped for. And if there's anything you're worried about, maybe get a consultant. Maybe that's what the consultant energy is about there. But the Three of Pentacles indicates you're on the way to financial stability, building wealth. Now we've got a Six of Cups, which indicates the universe is sending you a gift. This is a message. You're going to get some sort of correspondence that you're going to be overjoyed with as we move throughout this new moon period and just beyond. It's going to be 2 weeks after the new moon as well for you, okay? There's an energy here of something to celebrate. There's going to be a lot of gifts and messages for your birthday. Of course, that's coming through. But the Six of Cups is a card of building happy memories. And you may also feel a little bit nostalgic about the past as well. Okay, but don't dwell in the past. It's important to enjoy the moment. Now I'm just going to get some final cards before we close reading for you. This seems to be very much a spiritual kind of journey for you as we move throughout the new moon. Okay. Oh, one more. Okay. So the first card we got here is continuity. What you desire must have continuity. It cannot be constantly reinvented. And it says here, persistence, constancy, interruption. So because we got the Tower energy there, if you are someone who always tends to start a project and never finishes it, over the new moon period, you'll address that energy and you'll start finishing the things that you've started, and you're actually going to feel really good about yourself, okay? And you're going to be accomplishing a lot. We have Hakoya, don't avoid whatever is triggering you. Move through it and heal yourself. Mirror empath triggers need healing. So again, if there's someone that you butt heads with, or you have a personality clash with that person, if it's in a group of you, you're being triggered for a reason, to see things within yourself that have not yet been healed. So don't avoid it. Meet it head on and allow it to be healed, okay? We also have in a trance. We got the High Priestess there, so some of you are going to be developing your spiritual gifts, may even do some meditation or trance work, or perhaps, you know, just some of you may even pick up scrying, because they're actually showing me a book on scrying right now, so maybe that's you, you're going to do that. It says, lost in a trance of emotions, feelings that you'll never forget. Profound feelings, mind-blowing experience. This is going to be a very sensitive time for you, my beautiful Saggies. Be ready for the transition through this time. It leads to a lot of positive energy, but it may feel a little bit emotionally sensitive, okay? Your emotions are going to be sort of fluctuating. And we've also got the calling. As I said, you're asking bigger questions about your true path. And it says, expect to receive the news that you've been patiently waiting on. So that news that I've been talking about is arriving for you. And it says, calls, text, news, communication, info. And it's something you've been waiting for, and it's going to make your heart swell with joy that you received it. You're going to be so excited that this has shown up for you. And they want one more. Okay. So we have bee community and owl magic. Now, owls are all about wisdom, of course. It says, you are a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving the sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. Now, male or female, not a gender-specific reading. It's all about the energy. So there is definitely abundance for your hard work headed your way. And we've also got owl magic. And it says, choose to know the truth because you can. Open your inner vision. You can see through deception. Let the past go and make room for a better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. So you're definitely closing doors to the past, and you are so intuitive. You're really good at seeing the subtext. So another deck there sort of clarifying the reading, the energy that you will be dwelling in as we move throughout the new moon. And finally, we have the seahorse. Now, the seahorses, they do things differently, okay? The masculine is the one who tends to have the children, but also, or the little baby seahorses, shall we say, not the children. Also, seahorse represents emotions, you processing things, and connecting to soulmate energy. So if you are looking for a soulmate, I do feel like there is the potential to meet somebody or being sent a person who is a gift, but I would watch out from someone returning from your past. They're going to trigger you and push your buttons, okay? So watch out for that. So I'll leave that there, my beautiful Saggies. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Sagittarians. Love and light.